Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as I invite Ms. Debbie Evans, President of Reed Exhibitions Southeast Asia and Australia, to give a welcome address. Ms. Evans, please.
Mr. Chi Hong Tat, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, industry partners, media friends, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to you all. On behalf of Reed Exhibitions, I would like to welcome you to the official opening of the Asia TV Forum and Market, known as ATF, and ScreenSingapore 2017, Asia's leading entertainment content market and conference, and a part of the Singapore Media Festival. It is our honour to have Mr. Chi Hong Tat, Senior Minister of State for Ministry of Communications and Information and Ministry of Health, to grace the opening ceremony today. Thank you, Mr. Chi. This year marks the 18th edition of ATF and the 7th edition of ScreenSingapore. As the producer of ATF and ScreenSingapore, we are excited and also grateful to witness the market and conference growing in scale and importance year on year with the support of the industry. With the world setting their sights on Asia as the rising region that will fuel growth going forward, ATF and ScreenSingapore is now a must-attend annual industry gathering where the future of Asia's entertainment content industry is shaped. Over the course of 4 days, we are experiencing more than 5,400 industry professionals from all over the world to converge at ATF and ScreenSingapore. And we can look forward to a busy, buzzing market with over 700 exhibiting companies, including major international studios and key Asian brands, as well as a record 24 official exhibiting pavilions representing Australia, China, France, Indonesia, Japan, Malaysia, Norway, Russia, South Korea, Singapore, Taiwan, Turkey, and the United Kingdom. Each year, we strive to curate a stronger and better program for our participants. We know how important it is for there to be meaningful networking, exchange of ideas and insights, learning from the best in the content industry, and of course, multiple avenues to buy and sell. This year, we are shining the spotlight on the power of big data and expounding on creating winning content formulas. We have also increased our efforts to nurture Asian talent and storytellers. First, let me expand on the power of big data. We live in a world of big data, and our industry is no exception. With Asia being one of the world's most diverse regions, the myriad of content, channels, audiences, and platforms has resulted in a large volume of data. Each holds a vital insight into audiences' propensity to tune into a particular content and platform. It also forms the backbone for future projections and opens doors for exploration of new channels, formats, and business models. Thus, big data and future strategy was the focus for our ATF Leaders Summit held yesterday, where we heard leaders debate how to capitalise on big data, marrying those insights with the right content while balancing their business needs and expansion strategies. At the heart of the discussion were perspectives from speakers including Stefan Alpern, Managing Director APAC of Kantar Futures, Jan Resap, founder of Social Bakers, and Paul Michael Scanlon, Chief Consultant Officer for Huawei Technologies. As part of the Singapore Media Festival's Country of Focus initiative, Hari Tanasubijo, founder and chairman of MNC Group, also spoke at the ATF Leader Summit and shed light into the Indonesian media landscape. Additionally, insights on the world's fourth largest nation will also be shared at tomorrow's Spotlight on Indonesia networking breakfast, which will be attended by key stakeholders from Indonesia. Secondly, let me talk a little bit about creating winning content formulas. The saying, "Content is king," holds even more truth today. Content is really what attracts the audience. To deliver hard-hitting insights about content creation, we'll be seeing specially curated sessions and speakers from across the value chain over the next 3 days. This afternoon, there will be presentations on fresh content from Korea, India, and China. And later this week, we have tailored the sessions specifically for producers so that they have the necessary knowledge, tools, and connections to ride current trends and meet the insatiable appetite of the next generation of consumers. New ways of content creation will always be the focus and will be the focus at the inaugural VRX SMF Ignite conference and exhibition. And this will bring together technologists, creators, developers, and users from the region to exchange insights on the virtual reality and immersive media ecosystems and discuss how this new paradigm can create opportunities for businesses in media. And finally, let me touch on nurturing Asian talent and storytellers. The injection of fresh talent and ideas is essential to enable the industry to be bold, to explore new opportunities and to push boundaries. We are pleased that ATF and ScreenSingapore continues to play a part in discovering and celebrating Asian talent and storytelling. Targeted at creators and producers of innovative concepts for new and original kids animation, the new ATF animation pitch aims to facilitate the exchange of ideas and talent between leading international television, distribution, and Asia-based producers. Backed by Green Gold Animation, India's largest animation production company, the very first winner of the ATF animation pitch will be unveiled tomorrow. The ATF Formats pitch, sponsored by All 3 Media International, will also be announcing its winner tomorrow. In its second year at ATF, it is designed to discover innovative concepts for new and original non-scripted entertainment formats from the Pan-Asian region. Further, we have the third edition of Southeast Asian Film Financing Project Market that will provide funding opportunities for budding filmmakers in the Southeast Asian film industry. The success stories of past participants have encouraged us to curate more genre-specific pitches going forward. Extreme Media, the winner for SAF Project Market 2015, will be releasing their feature film, Happiness Revolution, in early 2018. In 2016, they also won at the inaugural ATF Formats pitch, and their winning format called Hit It has since been adapted locally and commissioned for MediaCorp's Surya channel and will debut in February 2018. On this note, I'm very pleased to announce that ATF and ScreenSingapore have entered into a new partnership with Perfect World Pictures for the first ever online movie pitch targeting the Chinese market. Perfect World Pictures is an established Chinese company with strong distribution connections with major OTT platforms including Tencent and iQIYI. The first edition is set to take place in 2018 with the objective of facilitating the best Asian original ideas to enter China's rising online video market. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Reed Exhibitions, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to the Info Communications Media Development Authority, the Singapore Tourism Board, supporting associations, embassies, partners, sponsors, and media friends for your continued support and participation. I wish everyone a rewarding and exciting time at ATF and ScreenSingapore. Let's collaborate, create, and conquer. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Evans. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now a pleasure to invite our guest of honor, Senior Minister of State, Communications and Information and Ministry of Health, Mr. Chee Hong Tat, to give his welcome address. Minister, please.
Excellencies, distinguished guests, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, everyone. And thank you for inviting me to the opening ceremony of the Asia TV Forum and Market and Screen Singapore. I'm delighted to see so many professionals from the film and TV industry gathered here to celebrate Asian storytelling. We are proud to see Asian content doing well internationally, including the popular Korean drama, Descendants of the Sun, which was translated into 32 different languages, and the Indian historical epic Bahubali 2, which was released in 9,000 theaters worldwide. Just last month, Singaporean filmmaker Kirsten Tan wrote about a fan who presented her with a handcrafted stuffed toy elephant during a screening of Popeye in Tokyo. Kirsten, a Singaporean filmmaker and an IMDA scholar, has brought to life a bittersweet tale about a man traveling across Thailand with his elephant and captured the hearts of a Japanese audience. These successes show that Asian stories are gaining popularity with global audiences. We're therefore excited to have a strong showing at this year's Singapore Media Festival as we celebrate Asian stories, talents, and achievements. For the first time, we are holding a Country of Focus program, and we have decided to start by featuring our largest neighbor in ASEAN, Indonesia. In recognition of Indonesia's rich media landscape and diversity of stories, this year's Singapore International Film Festival is featuring 20 Indonesian titles, including Molly Surya's Cannes-acclaimed Marlena the Murderer in 4 Acts, which had its Singapore premiere last Friday. We will enjoy the performances by award-winning Indonesian singer Afgansia Reza at the Asian Television Awards 2017's live show on 1st December. There's also the Indonesian Lounge, where you could meet and network with independent producers and media companies from Indonesia. Singapore is honored to have Indonesia as this year's Country of Focus, and we hope that the Singapore Media Festival can facilitate more industry collaboration between Singapore and Indonesia. Such collaboration can also be extended to other Asian countries, and this is an area which my colleagues and I will focus on over the next few years to grow the network of partnerships in our region and create more win-win opportunities for our companies and media professionals. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to say a few words in Bahasa. Saudara-saudari sekalian, saya gembira dapat bersama Anda semua pagi ini. Sebagai pengakuan atas kekayaan Indonesia di berbagai media dan cerita, Festival Film International Singapura tahun ini menampilkan 20 judul film Indonesia. Ada juga Indonesian Lounge, tempat di mana Anda bisa bertemu dan menjalin kerjasama dengan para produser independen dan perusahaan media dari Indonesia. Singapura merasa terhormat memiliki Indonesia sebagai negara fokus pada tahun ini, dan kami berharap bahawa Singapore Media Festival dapat menggalak lebih banyak kolaborasi industri antara Singapura dan Indonesia. Terima kasih. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me continue the rest of my speech in English. Now, Asian content can also attribute its growing success to digital technology and rising internet connectivity, which have helped to bring Asian stories to a global audience. the internet has surpassed traditional distribution channels to become the dominant way which many consumers access media content, including a diverse range of local and foreign entertainment choices such as films, TV shows, podcasts, audiobooks, and virtual reality or VR. Now, in such an environment, skilled storytelling will become even more critical to attract viewers. In addition, the growth of data analytics will result in new methods of producing and marketing content, including targeted marketing with personalized content and the use of programmatic platforms to update advertising campaigns in real time. Now, these are global trends affecting every country, every media company, in fact, I dare say every sector. We cannot change these driving forces. So the only practical response is to prepare ourselves for this new environment and seize the opportunities it holds. And this has been our focus even before the formation of IMDA, where these areas come under two statutory boards, the IDA and MDA. And now with the merger and establishment of IMDA, we want to work even more closely with the industry to develop capabilities, to leverage on technology, and to access new markets. We will accomplish these objectives by supporting the creation of compelling stories and nurturing our media talent. Let me first touch on supporting the creation of compelling stories and how we leverage technology to tell Singaporean stories. Now, IMDA has been collaborating with several partners to develop quality content for a global audience. The first example I will share with you this morning is a partnership with Vidsi. And this is a Singapore-based online video platform which makes use of data analytics to optimize viewership and content discovery. I visited them earlier this year and met the founders, Ho Jiajian and Derek Tan, as well as their talented and passionate team of media professionals. The IMDA will be partnering with Vidsi to produce original local content. 5 new original series based on Vidsi's most popular content categories, namely short film anthology, documentary, romantic drama, thriller, and family drama. These will be commissioned as part of this initiative. Vidsi will work with local film producers to produce these original series and distribute and market them on Vidsi's online platforms. The first series is targeted to go live in February 2018, so do look out for it. Second example I'll share with you this morning is a partnership with Discovery Networks Asia Pacific, and this is a partnership that has already started. It started earlier this year. A series of virtual reality titles created by Singapore companies will be commissioned, and we are happy to announce the first 2 titles today. Viewers can enjoy these shows by putting on a pair of VR goggles, using a cardboard viewer, or moving their device around like a magic window to embark on different adventures, such as exploring abandoned buildings in modern cities in the show called Abandoned by Hyperlab and Burning Bush Films, or stepping into the shoes of mountaineers and miners in a show called Dangerous Jobs by Sora Media and Visiofly. Globally, Discovery's VR app has been downloaded over 4 million times, and its lineup of more than 140 experiences has racked up over 141 million views, demonstrating its popularity with consumers. The Made in Singapore VR titles will be the first VR films from Asia to premiere on Discovery's VR app when they are released in the first half of next year. I'm glad that through our partnership with Discovery and the innovative use of VR technology, Singapore media companies can showcase their content to a global audience and allow viewers to enjoy learning about the world around us through new experiences. Now, in addition to the new partnerships with Vidsi and Discovery, IMDA will also be renewing and strengthening collaborations with our existing partners. Last year, I announced the launch of Writers Lab, a script writing program under IMDA's Story Lab initiative that aims to push the boundaries of storytelling. The first run of the program was done together with LaSalle College of the Arts, and 8 participants were selected to develop their skills in the media trade. I'm glad to know that this pilot has been very successful. 3 of the 8 scripts, 2 comedies and a drama, have been selected for production and will premiere on Toggle, MediaCorp's online platform, from January 2018. Building on this success, IMDA is in discussions with LaSalle to run more editions of the program, which could include a focus on script writing for vernacular languages or immersive storytelling in future. By working with LaSalle and other partners, we aim to nurture more Singaporean storytellers and create more Singapore stories that can appeal to local and global audiences. Writers Lab is an example of an excellent program for crafting and fine-tuning great ideas. Another important step is the content creation and production process. Good stories need to be honed by skillful production and released through appropriate channels to reach the right audiences. I'm glad that IMDA has strengthened its partnerships with 2 titans in the media industry. These partnerships will enable our content to reach new international markets. The first partnership is with HBO Asia, one of the global leaders in quality dramas. IMDA's partnership with HBO Asia will open more opportunities for Singaporean talent to take on key roles in HBO Asia's upcoming pipeline of productions. It will also provide opportunities for local media professionals to develop their capabilities in areas such as directing, script writing, show running, and VR production, under the guidance of experts from HBO and their international partners. Now, those of us who have enjoyed watching local comedy show The Noose may recall Alaric Tay and his range of comic personas, from reporter Andre Chichat to Nicholas Lefong, the cynical taxi driver who speaks English with a Hong Kong accent. Now, as part of the partnership with IMDA, HBO Asia worked with Alaric and his company, Verite, on an original comedy series called Scent. This was directed and co-produced by Alaric himself, and it tells the story of a mild-mannered office worker who accidentally sent hundreds of scathing emails to his family, friends, and colleagues. The show was recently premiered across 22 territories in Asia in September. So I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate Alaric and his team at Verite on this achievement. Next, IMDA will be supporting the second edition of the Creator Collective, a branded content development training program organized by Brand New Media. It comprises 10 half-day workshops where participants learn to deliver a professional content pitch and subsequently execute their proposals under the guidance of industry experts. The Creator Collective will focus on upskilling digital media content creators on branded content creation, and also aims to encourage local brands to adopt such content in their marketing strategy. Now, we expect this year's program to benefit more than 70 digital media professionals and to feature speakers such as Nick Forbert, the founder of Mutiny Consulting, and Dikosh, a popular Singaporean YouTuber. By working with reputable partners such as HBO Asia, Brand New Media, and Discovery, we can help our local film and TV content creators to build deeper capabilities, develop new skills, and establish stronger global and regional networks, which are key enablers to grow our media industry and bring Singaporean content to global audiences. Ladies and gentlemen, let me now turn to my next topic, which is nurturing media talent. Now, to develop our media industry, we must first develop and look after our media talents, including freelancers in the industry. Earlier this year, I announced the development of a tripartite standard on the procurement of services from media freelancers, which outlines 4 key areas on written contracts, timely payment, dispute resolution, and insurance. Now, I'm pleased to announce that the tripartite standard is now ready, and IMDA will be launching it later today. Starting from 1st April 2018, companies must adopt the tripartite standard in order to qualify for IMDA media grants and funding for public service broadcast content. MediaCorp will also adopt the standard and apply the same criteria in their commissioning process. Several companies from regional broadcasters such as HBO Asia, the Association of Independent Producers Singapore, or AIPRO, and their members, and games company Witching Hour Studios have pledged to support the standard. And I hope more media companies can come on board and adopt this tripartite standard that IMDA will be launching later today. In addition, MCI and IMDA are committed to adopting the standard and putting in place the necessary processes. Vendors, contractors who are under MCI-led framework agreements, such as the Communications Campaigns Contract, Video Framework Agreement, and Translation Framework Agreement, will also be advised to adhere to the tripartite standard. I think that's a nice way of saying you are required to follow the tripartite standard. This initiative will benefit our media freelancers. They form an important part of our media workforce. And one such freelancer is Mr. Joel Heng, who is a director of photography. Joel values the commitment from leading media companies to adopt the tripartite standard and hopes that more companies will embrace these best practices over time. That is also my hope. So I encourage our media companies to come on board and adopt this tripartite standard. Ladies and gentlemen, let me conclude by wishing all of you a fruitful and rewarding experience over the coming days as we celebrate the stories and talents in Asian media. I hope that you will benefit from the many opportunities and partnerships created here, and you will leave this event with many great stories and wonderful memories. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Minister. Minister, we'd like to invite you to remain on stage. This way. Yes, sir. Thank you. So in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite the following distinguished guests to join the Minister to officiate the opening of ATF and ScreenSingapore. Mr. Paul Bay, President, Asia Pacific REIT Exhibitions. Mr. Paul Bay, please. Next, we have Ms. Debbie Evans, President, REIT Exhibitions, Southeast Asia and Australia. Next, we have Ms. Michelle Lim, Managing Director, REIT Exhibitions. Mr. Tan Kiet Hao, Chief Executive Officer, Infocom Media Development Authority. And last but not least, we have also Mr. Robert Gilby, Chairman, Singapore Media Festival. Thank you. Please give them a big round of applause to our VIPs and Minister. Please give them a big round of applause. Thank you. So Ministers, VIPs, I hope you are ready. So all you have to do, Minister, on the count of 3, please strike the gong, all right? On my count of 3. So ladies and gentlemen, may I invite you to bear witness to the official opening of the Asia TV Forum and Market. On the count of 3, ready, 1, 2, and 3. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we now declare ATF and Screen Singapore officially open. Let's give a big round of applause. Minister, please stay on stage. We'll take some quick photo taking. At the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for this morning's opening ceremony of ATF and Screen Singapore.